Hey golf people, 2023 has been a year of long drives, and on this episode we're going to talk about the longest drives that I've hit all year and the clubs and shaft combinations that I've used to hit those shots. Now before 2023, the longest drive I had ever hit on this show was 284 yards. And this year, 5 drivers went further than that number, and 1 driver even hit 300 yards, setting a new personal best for me on Let's Play Through. It's been an incredible year, and I'm going to recap the best drives we hit. Now, before we get into the actual drives themselves, let's talk about the factors that I think contributed to hitting longer drives here in 2023. The first one being that I have the unique opportunity doing this show every week to see how my swing is looking. I see the video of my swing on a weekly, bi-weekly, 3 times a week basis, basically doing this show. And I noticed that especially towards the end of last year, I just wasn't taking the club back far enough. Literally was taking the club back, felt like half or maybe 3/4 of the way up in the air. And that was leading to ball speed numbers that were low because my swing speed was down at around 91, 92 miles per hour. You'll see on the shots coming up here that I got my swing speed up considerably higher, as much as 10 miles per hour higher than that, just by literally stretching, getting into a better stretching routine, and especially making sure that I got a better rotation and lifted that club up higher in the air. Here's a swing from late 2022 side by side with a swing from 2023, and I think you can very easily see what I mean there. So that was one big change that I made. The second thing that contributed to longer drives for me this year on average was the fact that I really dialed in the correct loft and trajectory better, I think, than I did in 2022. So in 2022, a lot of the drivers I was hitting were at 10 degrees. This year I tested all 10.5 degree heads. That half a degree led to optimal trajectory for me. I got the ball up just a little higher and it carried further. So lesson here is, if you've been using the same 8.5, 9 degree, 10 degree driver, maybe take a look at that and see if you can dial it in just a little better. I was surprised that when I made that half a degree change, it made such a difference. Now, the third biggest contributor this year was, of course, the club and shaft combinations themselves. I think the shafts that came out this year, there are a couple of really good ones, at least for my swing, which again, the lesson here is take a look at all the shaft options available. Don't just buy something online or off the shelf without testing it. Make sure you test all the options available. There were times with particular clubs this year where I got 2 and 3 yards longer drives just by changing the shaft and again, dialing in that trajectory with the right shaft. So those are the 3 factors that I believe contributed to me hitting longer drives here this year in 2023. Now let's get into the actual drives themselves. First up here is the COBRA AEROJET. I had the COBRA AEROJET fitted with the Kylie shaft from Mitsubishi. This was a 60-gram stiff shaft. But the special thing about the COBRA AEROJET is the club speed that I've been able to generate with this club this year. Oftentimes as much as 103 to 105 miles per hour, which again, for me as a mere mortal, is a very big number, and it led to some really big drives, especially this one. Very similar drive there. Maybe just a little right of the first one. Club head speed was up there though, 103, ball speed 148, smash 1.44, and this one up here on the left, just a little further, COBRA here, 288. Now, one thing I've got to mention here is I think I could have got even further distances with the AEROJET, because again, you see those high swing speeds. The smash factor I was seeing out of that driver was very good as well. I think here is where the shaft actually let me down. The Mitsubishi Kylie is definitely not the shaft for me. I just wasn't getting a high enough trajectory out of it, and it just wasn't carrying as long as I thought it should. So I think the AEROJET actually has more left in it. But unfortunately, I was a little hamstrung by the shaft options that were stock and available from COBRA. Now, the next driver we're going to discuss here is the Stealth 2 right next to me. And the Stealth 2 contributed to some of the longest drives of the year consistently. I hit 3 drives with this club that were crazy long. The first one came when I was testing the Stealth 2 by itself out on course. Here's the shot. Oh boy, that is high. That was dead center. That's going to be tough to beat. Whoa. Club head speed 99, ball speed 149, smash factor, it says 1.51, estimated carry 242, estimated carry and roll 269. Look at that ball up here, guys. This was hit For me, a mile, an absolute mile, 288. Look at what we got there left. That's the Stealth 2. That, guys, whew, it's incredible. So yeah, 288 yards was my personal best of all time up until this point. With this Stealth 2, I had the Diamana 60-gram stiff flex shaft. This is a mid to higher trajectory shaft, allowed it to get up higher in the air for me and really contribute to some big drives. And that was not even the biggest drive that this one was capable of. Now, the second longest drive with the Stealth 2 came in a battle up against the Callaway Paradigm, where I also hit another long drive. The Callaway Paradigm, in case you're wondering, was paired with a hazardous silver 60-gram stiff shaft. This thing is a weapon in its own right. I hit 2 drives back to back on the same hole. That actually became the number 5 and number 4 longest drives for me this year. That's a good one there. Similar to the Stealth 2, same line. Clubhead speed's a little different though. Clubhead speed 98, ball speed 146, smash 1.48. Estimated carry 233, estimated carry and roll 259. Clubhead speed 104, ball speed 144, smash 1.38. Estimated carry 229, estimated carry and roll 254. Look at this, guys, they're right here side by side. Big drives, 289. That is the Callaway, which means, well, we just went to 290, by the way. That means the Stealth is right here at 291, within a yard of each other. So yeah, guys, 290, 291, respectively. Those were very big drives for me. But that was still not the longest that the Stealth had in it. On that same video, the very next hole, I hit an even longer drive. Take a look at this one. Oh God, that felt good. That trajectory was much better than the first hole. Clubhead speed 103, ball speed 147, smash 1.42. So a little lower than I like to see smash-wise. Estimated carry 235, estimated carry and roll 261. That's big. It's gonna be big. I think it's gonna be well into the 270s plus. And guys, up here, 297, that is the Stealth. So yeah, 297 yards. That became the 3rd longest drive I hit all year. That means there are still 2 drivers that were even longer, and one of those really shocked me. I couldn't believe I got the distance I got out of this club. But before I show you those 2 drives, I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor, which is Sunday Golf. As you can see beside me is the Sunday Golf Rider bag. This is their brand new bag, and it is fabulous. Sunday Golf is a brand I love because it's all about fun, it's all about enjoyment, it's all about not taking yourself too seriously. This year, they've come out with a rider bag. Still lightweight at only 5 pounds, still a sleek ergonomic design. It's great for walking, and I've walked with this bag as well, but it's great for riding. One thing I really love about this bag is the cooler pocket being in the front of the bag. They've got this really nice valuables pocket. It's in red velour. As you guys know, I'm a watch guy, so I like to put my watch in that pocket along with my wallet and the other things that are valuable. But what I think is one of the coolest features of this bag is not only does it stand up nice and flat, as you can see next to me, but of course it's got an ingenious system to stand up on its own as well. Let me show you. So normally there's a little kind of kickstand piece there that triggers the legs to push out. Well, this bag doesn't have that. Instead, it is fully integrated. So all you gotta do is put a little pressure on it and boom, the legs pop out. And if you can see it here, it actually kind of conforms to the ground there so that you've got a nice, flat, secure hold. So guys, the rider bag just came out today. It's launch day. So I've got a link down below if you want to be the first of your group to own this bag. Go ahead and click that link. It helps support this show. All right, guys, it's time to show you the 2 longest drives of the year. And as I mentioned, one of these clubs really shocked me, and that is the Ping G430. Ping, known to be a very forgiving club. It's known to have very high MOI, allowing you to hit more fairways. And in fact, I find the Ping G430 to be the most forgiving club of 2023, but it is not far off from being the longest club of 2023. Here is my 2nd longest drive of the year. That's as good as I can hit this driver, guys. The launch, beautiful and high. Big bounce forward. Clubhead speed 99, ball speed 148, smash 1.49. Estimated carry 238, estimated carry and roll 265. They're both gonna be out there a very long way. Let's find out. The trajectory on that second shot, oh, it couldn't be any better. It just could not be any better. The shaft combo that we're using here seems to be working really well. This is the Tor 2.0. I think it's 60 or 65 stiff. It's a stock offering from Ping, and it's fabulous. It's working very well right now. We're taking a long walk up here, guys. A very, very ridiculously, oh my God. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Oh, 299, guys. Oh, it's still morning here, guys. There's dew on the ground. It is by no means fast and firm. There's a little tailwind, but it's not as much as when we tried the Stealth. Look at where we're at. Look at this, guys. I've got a flip wedge into this. Guys, I was so ridiculously close to hitting 300 there. I could almost taste it, but it wasn't meant to be that day. But it was meant to be on another day. Here is the longest driver of the year. It is the Titleist TSR. In particular, I was playing the TSR3, and it's got a shaft on it that I absolutely love. The hazardous red counterbalanced stiff shaft paired with this TSR3 head. For me and my tempo, this thing is a weapon. And the longest drive, surprisingly, came on only the third shot I hit with this club. So the first time I took it out, the first head-to-head battle I was having with this drive, on the first hole, I hit my longest drive and set a new personal best. Take a look. And I did. Oh my goodness. God, it just seemed to explode off the club face, guys. Club speed was down there though. Club head speed 99, ball speed 147, smash 1.47, estimated carry 235, estimated carry and roll 262. This could break my all-time best. All-time best 299, guys. Is it gonna do it? It did. It did. Oh my God, guys. 300 yards. Absolutely incredible, guys. And like I said, that was one of the first 3 swings I ever took with this golf club out on course. This thing could get even better, and I can't wait to find out. It's now the club inside my bag because it won our driver bracket, and I've crowned it the best driver of 2023. Not only because it is so long, but it's also super forgiving. It's just a wonderful golf club. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I highly recommend you do. All of these clubs are fantastic, and these are clubs I would without a doubt recommend if you're looking for a little extra distance out there. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to go back and check out our March driver bracket and see these clubs head to head, highly recommend you check out this playlist, and I'll catch you back here very soon on another edition of Let's Play Through.